So I'm expecting from this week to have hear lots of good teaching, to have lots of good chats with friends and students, and I want to see something more of who Jesus is, and understand that more and love it.
Here in New Word Alive, looking forward to Vaughan Robert morning, the evening celebrations, some good seminars, and hanging out with different people. So great.
What do I expect of the week? I expect everyone to learn something real. I expect people to come away wanting to tell all their friends something real that they've learned, and I want us all to be changed people.
Expectations of the week: 10 to 20 phone numbers.
I would like this week to learn how to apply the Bible to the culture and the world that I live in.
Me encantaría irme a casa sabiendo hablar mucho mejor el inglés, después de haber pasado una semana con 2000 ingleses, y me encantaría conocer más a Dios y saber cómo mejorar mi relación con Él. Toma ya.
Welcome to Video Diary, day 2. Yeah, New Word Alive 2009, here with the boys from Swansea, having a great time, and hope you're enjoying our video diaries. So here with us tonight we've got a very special guest, Jamie Hurd. Yeah, you might know him from the blog. Yeah, so what did you think of the talk tonight?
I thought it was a really practical talk. It was on the Good Samaritan, Luke chapter 10. And it was quite a fresh way of looking at it. He started off talking about we can't earn our salvation. He was looking at the lawyer who gave Jesus an A-star theological answer to how can you get eternal life. It's about loving God and obeying Him and loving our neighbours. But the honesty is that he's not living this out practically, and the standards in the story of the Good Samaritan are so high that even if he was acting some of that out practically, he could never reach the standards. And he gave a really good illustration that if his son had a heart that was needed by a donor, and the father and the son came to an agreement that they would give the heart up and the son would die, and then the person who had the heart came round one Sunday evening and said, "Oh, I tell you what, if I clean your car, we'll call it quits, shall we?" Like, it's ridiculous. We can never repay what God's done for us, but there should be a practical, living out of our faith through because of what Jesus has done for us. We should want to be living for us, and a result of salvation is fruit and works and stuff. Not works to save us, but works as a consequence of our faith. So I'm thinking of 2 blog entries that you might want to read that I wrote. That's right, the pride's coming through now. One which was called A Practical Day.
Unbelievable.
One through Practical Day, and the other one was on the big issue. And I guess the point is, we can talk about the gospel, we can proclaim the gospel without really caring about people, or actually living out our faith as tools. So it can become quite textbook and academic. ABC, you do this, you do that, you do this, 1, 2, 3. That's as simple as that, that's the gospel. But that's only half the gospel, that's what he was talking about. And we've got to be actually living this out really, having a relationship with God, a daily relationship. And when we see people, we should be compassionate, want to help people and love people. So yeah, that's my entry. What about you, Johnny Boy?
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's just really refreshing for me to hear a really biblical explanation of sort of social action stuff, because I've met a lot of guys who who explain the social action stuff and get heavily involved in charity and stuff. But at the same time, sometimes there just seems to be that I can't concentrate on this. I'm giving up.
You join us here, New Word Alive. It's approximately 10:59 PM on the second day here. And whilst most of the campers have safely tucked themselves up in bed, Jim and John are uploading the first instalment of the video diary onto the blog. There you go, Sammy, see, it is coming. We're working hard for you, should be in bed, but we're dedicated to the cause.
Tell him I'm wearing my cardigan for him.
And Jamie is wearing a cardigan as well. If you're wondering why I'm whispering, well, technically we don't have internet access. process, but anyway, enough said. John Thomas's fault, if anyone asks. It feels a bit like the Blair Witch Project, and it is just as scary. Anyway, so my thought for the day. We were chatting before we came up, and we were just saying that we wondered if the staff here at Haven Holiday Centre knows any difference between us and other groups that come here for conferences, and whether they notice any difference in the fact that we're Christians and our behaviour. And I've been thinking as well, because I've never been with so many Christians in one room before. It's been amazing, but it is a little bit like a taste of heaven. And obviously there's some quite major differences. There's no cherubim and seraphim for a start, and Jesus isn't quite here in the same way, but Jesus is speaking here, and God's people are assembled and we're praising him, so it should be like a taste of heaven. And the fellowship's been great, and meeting people I've never met before. We've got common faith, and it's been great. God's been speaking to us. Yeah, but I guess one of the major differences is that in heaven we really will just be worshipping Christ the whole time. No sin's going to be there. It's going to be perfect. We won't need to talk about evangelism anymore. Oh, someone's coming. And I guess what happened to me this afternoon won't happen in heaven as well, because I was actually getting bored of hearing the gospel. I was like, oh, flipping heck, I've heard it like 6 times already today, but no. In heaven it will be perfect. We won't need to learn anymore, because we'll have Christ there and we'll just be in awe of his majesty. So, yeah, that's my thought for the day. And I do hope that the conference staff will see something different in us this week, and maybe we'll get a chance to share something with them. If not me, then someone else. It would be a big shame if they didn't have some impression of us